Dain and Maris, a dream beginning. The city lights shone brightly on a magnificent mansion where a grand wedding celebration was underway. Today, Dain and Maris were tying the knot. Dain, a successful businessman, had built his company from scratch with his intelligence and hard work. Maris, a stunning, educated, and intelligent woman, shared Dain's passion for dreaming big. After the wedding ceremony, the newlyweds retired to their room. The room was filled with romantic lights and fragrances. Dain held Maris's hand and said, "Maris, this day is the most beautiful day of my life. I want to spend every moment of my life with you." Maris smiled and replied, "Dain, I also want to fulfill our dreams together. But remember, with your business success comes some enemies. We must always be cautious." The next day, an emergency meeting was held at Dain's office. Someone had tried to sabotage one of Dain's company's crucial deals. Dain suspected an insider. Maris, with her business experience and intelligence, immediately suggested, "We must take every step carefully. First, we need to identify the enemy and their intentions." Dain's sister, Talia, an investigative journalist, also joined the investigation. Talia said, "Brother, this is not just a business matter. It's about people who are jealous of your success. But don't worry, I'll uncover their secrets." Talia began her investigation and soon made a shocking discovery. One of Dain's close employees had been bribed by a rival company and was leaking internal information. Maris and Talia devised a plan. They created a fake document and sent it through the employee. It was a trap to expose the enemy's plans. Within days, the enemy was identified. He was Dain's old rival who couldn't bear Dain's success. Dain took legal action against him and saved his company from a major threat. This incident strengthened the bond between Dain, Maris, and Talia. Dain praised Maris's intelligence and Talia's bravery, saying, "You both not only saved my company, but also taught me that the path to success is never easy. But with teamwork, every challenge can be overcome." Maris smiled and said, "This is just the beginning, Dain. Together, we'll achieve more successes." On the day of their success celebration, Dain and Maris hosted a small dinner at their beautiful home. The atmosphere was serene, with Talia and close friends in attendance. As the guests departed, Dain drew Maris close. "Maris, if you weren't here, I might have given up. The way you encouraged me and stood by me, I'll never forget," Dain whispered. Maris replied playfully, "If I weren't here, your sister Talia would have saved your business, Dain." Dain smiled and said, "Talia is my sister, but you're the one who taught me how to live life. You're the reason behind my success." As they strolled into the garden, Maris took Dain's hand under the soft lights. The night air was filled with the fragrance of flowers and the gentle rustling of leaves. Dain pulled Maris close and said, "Maris, I promise that no matter what challenges come our way, we'll always be together. You're the most beautiful dream of my life." Eyes sparkled with love as she replied, "Dain, I don't care about anything as long as you're with me. This world, these successes, are all secondary. You're the most important thing to me." At that moment, Dain pulled out a small box from his pocket. Maris was surprised. Inside was a beautiful necklace with the word "forever" engraved on it. Dain said, "This is a promise from me to be with you forever." Maris, overwhelmed with emotion, said, "This necklace is not just a piece of jewelry, but a symbol of your love, Dain. I'm your partner forever." Talia, who had been watching from a corner of the garden, approached them with a smile and said, "Wow, brother, you're as serious about love as you are about business. Don't you have something new and exciting planned?" Dain laughed and asked, "Talia, what do you suggest?" Talia advised them to take a romantic trip to a unique and beautiful location for their honeymoon where they could escape the pressures of work and business. A few days later, Dain and Maris embarked on a journey to a stunning mountainous region. Surrounded by breathtaking natural scenery, snow-capped peaks, and serene lakes, they discovered new facets of life together. Maris said, "Dain, these moments are the most precious assets of our lives." Dain replied, "Maris, you're everything to me. I promise that every day of our lives will be as beautiful as this." After their honeymoon, Dain and Maris's life became even more blissful. They were busy making every moment of their life memorable. But as every story has its challenges, their life also took a new turn. Dain's business was on the verge of a major deal, but he had to travel abroad for several days. For Maris, this separation was not easy, as she felt incomplete without Dain in her new life. Dain reassured Maris before his departure, "This is just a matter of a few days. I'll be thinking of you every moment, even when I'm away from you." Maris smiled and said, "I know, Dain, but this house will feel empty without you. Come back soon." After Dain's departure, Maris tried to keep herself busy. She invited Talia over to spend time together like sisters. Talia, who always made the atmosphere pleasant with her words, advised Maris to plan a surprise for Dain. "Maris, show Dain how important he is to you. Do something that will amaze him," Talia said. Maris liked the idea and decided to plan a special dinner for Dain's return. On the other hand, Dain was busy with his work, but Maris's absence constantly made him restless. One night he called Maris, but she didn't answer. "Dain, sir." Dain started worrying that something might be wrong. Actually, Maris was busy with Talia making arrangements for the dinner, and her phone was on silent mode. When Dain found out, he laughed and said, "I worried for nothing. Maris is really planning something special for me." When Dain returned, Maris surprised him with a beautiful garden dinner. The place was decorated with lights and flowers everywhere. Dain was amazed, looking at Maris. Maris hugged him and said, "All this is for you, Dain. You're the most precious part of my life." Dain smiled and said, "Maris, you've made me the luckiest person in the world." At that moment, Talia joked, "See, my advice always works." This evening marked a new beginning for Dain and Maris. They promised to always make time for each other, no matter how busy their lives became. Their love and bond grew stronger with each passing day, and they lived life to the fullest, filling every moment with joy.